Anything Goes. Hopefully you guys having a great and exceptional day. It's Thursday. Happy Friday Eve, keeping it positive and all that good stuff. So I've gotten a lot of feedback from the 2 posts I put out about dating. And most of it good. Some of the responses were, I like to say, my bad, I just left the house, so the internet is tripping. But Slim Thug said that women will not be needed in the future if robots learn how to be affectionate and run errands. And cook and clean and all that good stuff. One, like I said, I don't agree with that statement because women are worth much more than just being intimate and cooking and cleaning. You know, you're looking for a partner, you're looking for somebody that you ride or die. You want to be a ride or die for them. It's a whole different thing, you know, because in today's world, heck, you can pay for darn near anything if you got the money. So, but the thing is, do you want something of meaning, or do you just want something out of because everything's going to be an exchange, you know, everything's an exchange, especially in the United States of America. But your love exchange, okay, fool, drive on your side of the road. Anyways, my bad. Your love exchange, obviously you see I'm driving, so that's why I'm not looking at the camera. But your love exchange can transition, it can become transactional in so many different ways, from money to health, you know, feelings, information. There's so much that can be transitioned to the love exchange and whatnot, you know. Oh yeah, this is, at the end of the day, there's just so much that can be transitioned to the love exchange, that, you know, that's what makes robots obsolete and makes humans worth having around you, you know. Because if that was the case, I mean, there's a reason why people die a little bit, in certain instances people die a little bit sooner when they don't have anybody around them, you know. My folks that live in a small town, you know what it is, and it's unfortunate, like somebody that's become so isolated from the world that they pass away, and say if a sheriff or some sort of law enforcement officer has to go to somebody's house to check up on them because a family member hasn't heard from them, and they've been, Lord knows how long they've been sitting dead in their place, unfortunately. And it's a sad thing that these things can happen. So that's what makes having human interconnection and human interaction a beautiful thing. No matter all the like I said, for my generation, all the technology in the world will never replace human contact, human interaction, you know. And obviously humans need each other in order to preserve the human race, to have babies. Even though, like I said, if you could have, because the only reason I put these things out there, one, it's funny because I don't believe in it, and then two, there can become a bigger possibility of the younger generation 20 to 30 years from now, maybe 50 to 60 years from now, saying, you know what, we're not big on too much human interaction because we are so used to dealing with electronics. We've made friends with robots. We like the fact that we can program these things to be what we want them to be, instead of just dealing with people, where people can become, people are very unpredictable, where robots, you know, can become more predictable, you know. These things happen. I mean, a lot of times people, cute dog, reminds me of my dog. A lot of times people find other optics to replace people because they're tired of dealing with society, especially as older as men and women get. And remember, this has nothing to do with gender roles, gaps, having a gender war nonsense. I'm not for that. But the older a lot of us get, a lot of times the less patience we have on some realness. You know, a lot of the times the less patience we have to deal with other people. So, you know, sometimes people get, I mean, hey, I love dogs more than people. It is what it is. I ain't going to apologize for that. And you could have a society that loves robots more than people. Is it right or wrong? I'm not going to say yes or no, but what I'm saying is, like I said, you could have a generation 30, 40, 50, 60 years from now that says, you know what, we're just going to, in order for us to preserve life, we're going to do artificial insemination. And these are all hypotheticals. There's no absolutes in what I'm talking about right now. These are all hypotheticals, but it could happen. And that's why, where people get lost in translation, people think I'm trying to attack women. I'm not. If you think Slim Thug is, then that's cool. But it's his opinion, and it is his opinion. I always say, look, if somebody's opinion differs from mine, it's not the end of the world. That's cool. Like I said, I love people that are open. Like, look, I like people to be like alcohol with no soda, straight and no chaser. Let me know who the hell you are, so I know what I'm dealing with. So then I can make the conscientious decision to say, I want to be around this person or not. You know, this man, woman, child, anything, anybody. Because for me, when the vibes are off and the vibes ain't right, then I got to say goodnight for the rest of your life. Okay, so that's just how I look at it. So that's it. I just wanted to address any concerns that, or any comments, not concerns, any comments that people may have and think if I'm on the side of people, you know, dating robots. No, because I don't want to date a robot. I find it funny, but there's a possibility that this could become a reality. That's why it's funny and serious all at the same time. It's like a comedian. You know, my favorite comedians are the ones that can talk about something real and make it funny all at the same time. It's funny because it's true. That's what real stand-up comedians do. Anybody can tell a joke. I tell jokes all day, you know, but when you know, you can tell a story that transitions to, that people can relate to. This person's really riding his bicycle and texting. Dang, what the hell is going on in the world today? I'm literally driving on a major road where people can walk and ride their bikes. And this is the first time I've seen somebody. It's bad enough I see people walking in Texas. I don't know how they do it. I gotta sit still. But this joker is literally on his bicycle, riding his bicycle and texting. This is a man who looks like he's my age or older. He's not a younger kid, which I would expect that from. But so, you know. Anyways, but yeah, that's my take on it at the end of the day. You know, when it comes to robots replacing people, because another person said on my Facebook, robots will never replace people, and I really was, and I said my rebuttal to that was, have you been to a grocery store lately? Have you been to? I mean, what was it? I was in Jackson, Mississippi, and I was at a McDonald's. I rarely, if ever, go to McDonald's, but I was at a McDonald's, and the machine was way more helpful than the freaking as far as the machine for me to order my food was more helpful than the person at the cash register. So we can all be replaced. That's what people get things messed up. You know, we live in a world where people are being replaced, not could be replaced. We live in a world where people are being replaced. You got self-driving taxis, you got self-driving trucks. I'm not making this stuff up. It's happening. So people can be replaced. So like the idea of somebody replacing somebody, like I said, I've talked about a woman marrying an AI man and a man marrying an AI woman. This has nothing to do with men versus women. This has to just do with people in general. Son of a gun. People in general. Okay? Yeah, this has something to do with people in general, man. You know? So that's all I can say at the end of the day. Trying to not get hit by anybody here. But yeah, this is, at the end of the day, this can become a reality. Turn this heater on. Heck, this is becoming a reality. Okay, so that's all I have to say about that. So the fact that this is becoming a reality, don't hate the player, hate the game. And I'm not the player. I'm just living in the game just like the rest of us. All right, so that's all I had to say to address all that. It's not man versus woman. It's people versus machines. Okay, like one of my favorite artists, Exhibit, had an album back in the day, Man versus Machine. Now it's people versus machines, and it ain't got nothing to do with no gender wars. Like I said, men and women are competing with AI, and will be competing with robots. Do the good, thiefy things, like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. Make money moves, or you're gonna live like a fool. Take care.